Hey, I want to ask you something. Can you actually save too much for retirement? Look, we spend decades being told to save more, max your 401k, live below your means, and delay gratification. But what if saving too much actually works against you? Now, that sounds crazy coming from a financial advisor, right? But hear me out. I'm Keith Wilson, a financial advisor, and I've seen it happen. People who did everything right, but still struggled to actually enjoy what they worked for. There's a point where saving becomes less about security and more about fear. A point where you're so focused on tomorrow that you forget to live today. Now, I don't see this problem too terribly much, but often enough to talk about it. So in this video, I will give you real life examples of clients that I have met over the years that did just this and what you can do to create balance between saving too much and enjoying life for today. So let's get to it. All right, I want to share a few stories that bring this idea of saving too much while sacrificing today to life. So let's start with one couple I'll call Mike and Sarah. Now, just so you know, these names are made up, but the story is real. You see, both worked hard, both high earners, both hyper-disciplined savers. I mean, they maxed out every account, 401k, HSA, backdoor Roth. I mean, you name it, they did it. They even skipped family vacations to stay on track. So when I first met them, they were in their early 50s, and their plan looked great. They were ahead of schedule. But when I asked, what are you working toward? What do you want life to look like before retirement? They didn't have an answer. Sarah finally said, we'll figure that out once we're done saving. Now that right there is what I call the postponed life plan. They were so focused on retirement someday that they forgot to live life today. And here's the irony. If they retired tomorrow, they'd be fine, financially secure, more than enough. But emotionally, they'd spent 25 years putting life on hold for a finish line that didn't need to be that far away. Now, let me tell you about another client. Let's call him Steve. Steve grew up with very little. His parents struggled, and he swore he'd never be in that position. So he saved like crazy. He drove the same truck for 20 years. He skipped dinners, eating out. He worked overtime every chance he got. By the time he was 60, he had plenty. But he also had health issues and years of missed experiences. So when I asked what he wanted to do now, he said, I don't know. I spent so long trying to get here, I forgot what I was saving for. That line hit me, forgot what I was saving for. Because money without purpose just becomes numbers on a screen. Now, I want to say this. Saving aggressively isn't bad. I help people build plans so they can save. But there's a difference between saving wisely and saving excessively. You see, when you save too much without balance, here's what can happen. You miss the healthy years when you could have traveled, made memories, or tried something new. You overloaded pre-tax accounts, and you possibly are setting yourself up for bigger tax problems later. And sometimes you train yourself to delay joy until someday. And someday never comes. Let me leave you with this. A few months ago, I was talking with my mom. Now she's almost 93. And she said something that really, stuck with me. She said, Keith, don't grow old and wish you had done things when you were younger. Now, she wasn't saying that because she and my dad missed out. No, they lived a wonderful life and great retirement. She said it more as a lesson to me, her 59-year-old son, as if to say, Keith, you've worked hard your whole life. Don't let these years slip by while you're waiting for someday. Now, that conversation hit me hard because I see so many people who've already won the financial game. They just don't realize it. They keep saving out of habit or fear, thinking it'll make them feel safer, but it doesn't. Look, you can't spreadsheet your way to happiness. So here's the deal. Saving is important, but the goal was never to retire with the biggest account balance. The goal was to live a life that's well-funded, not overfunded. So if you're in your 40s, 50s, or even your early 60s, ask yourself, what's the cost of all this savings? Not just in dollars, but in time, memories, and moments you can't buy back later. So how do you find the balance? How do you know when saving too much becomes real? Well, it starts with having an actual plan, a financial blueprint that connects your goals for tomorrow with the life you want today. Because saving without a plan, look, it's just guessing. But saving with a plan gives you permission to enjoy life now without guilt and without fear. So here are a few things I tell clients to consider. Number one, know you're enough. Most people don't. They chase a number that keeps moving. Run a plan and find out what enough really looks like for you. Once you know it, you can stop chasing more and start enjoying what you've built. Number two, align your money with your life. If every dollar has a purpose, then your plan should reflect both short-term and long-term goals like travel, family, hobbies, experiences, things like that. Tomorrow's security shouldn't cancel out today's memories. All right, number three, build flexibility. A good plan doesn't lock you into one path. It gives you options, when to spend, when to save, and when to shift gears. That's what creates confidence, not just a high account balance. And finally, number four, check in often. Look, life changes. Kids grow up. Health shifts. Priorities evolve. So review your plan every year and ask, am I still saving for the right reasons? Because the truth is, some regrets I hear from retirees isn't that they didn't save enough, it's that they waited too long to start living. So, yes, you can save too much for retirement, not because your accounts are overflowing, but because your life might be underfunded in the meantime. Look, in my opinion, balance is the real measure of financial success. Hey, hope you have found this helpful. If so, hit that like button and subscribe. I post weekly videos to help you make smarter financial decisions that actually fit your life. And if you're wondering whether you're saving too little, too much, or just need a plan to bring it all together, there's a link below to schedule a call. Hey, thanks for watching, and Lord willing, we'll see you next time. If you like what you're seeing so far, check out this next video. Subscribe to the channel. Lord willing, we'll see you next time.